Now the end is in sight. I know that's how so many of us are feeling about this year plus of COVID.
And even though we are getting closer, here's a reminder why you don't want to risk getting sick.
This is not a hoax. This is not fake news. This is not the flu.
That was Mark Neppe last November, barely able to get the words out while his body battled COVID at Littleton Hospital. He went in October 9th, spent 3 weeks on a ventilator near death, released to rehab November 12th, and finally home for good November 30th. He's home, but still needs oxygen at night.
This is slow but steady improvement, and that's the best I can hope for right now.
7.5 long weeks, most of that time, this couple married for 30 years spent apart.
And that was its own fresh hell. I don't know any other circumstance like that. I've had family members on ventilators and in ICUs, but I was able to be with them. And so not only to not be able to be by his side and hold his hand and power him through that way, but also to be in isolation and not have people by my side too. It required fortitude that neither one of us probably knew we had.
Much of what Mark went through in that hospital bed, isolated, is slowly coming back. The sights, the sounds, the voices. They have gone back to visit the ICU.
It was good to see the people who saved my life.
Did you shed a few tears?
It was
walking around
emotional.
the ICU?
It was, I definitely did. Several of the doctors and nurse practitioners and RNs kind of flocked around him. He was like the mayor. And I think it is very beneficial for them to see someone walking back in and doing this well. They need that too.
The Neppes also needed to give back. Even after Mark was home, Suzanne went bearing gifts weekly to that ICU. Snacks and drinks and other goodies to the staff who saved her husband's life. The couple has also become a sort of COVID consultant to other couples, talking them through the same COVID traumas to let them know they're not alone.
So it's evolved into this wonderful mushroom of people communing together and sharing some positive out of a lot of negative.
Do you have any idea what your bills have added up to?
Well, let me say this about that. Yes, I mean we're fortunate to have a decent health coverage, and also I'm over 65, so I have Medicare, which did pick up the lion's share. But we're in the $1 million range now.
And through it all, the Neppes are so thankful for each other, for healthcare workers, for the vaccine, which they have now received. And they really do have a new outlook on life.
My wife can't wait to take me on a plane.
I cannot wait to get on a plane, Ann, and I have a fear of flying.
Wow.
There's my epiphany.
But I'm not in a hurry, so there
We were supposed to go to Italy for our 30th, and he was intubated the day after our 30th. So, I'm like, if not now, when? I mean, once he gets cleared, I think I am really anxious to get going and do stuff. And he might be a little less so.
We're buying more expensive wines now.
We're definitely buying more expensive wines.
Why not?
I mean, it's kind of like, okay, all right, we're being given a second chance. And we know that. We both know that.
So cheers to the Neppes, and we all wish them many more years of good health and good travel.